Hey man, what's up? How you doing? I can't hear you. I still can't hear you. Still no.
You can probably hear me now, yeah.
Oh, there we go. I can hear you now.
Let me try to get a different headset, because this one wasn't working right. I'll be
All
right
right.
back.
Curtis, the Bengals just got the #1 pick.
How are
What's
we
up?
doing?
Good man. How's it going? How's training? Oh wait, hold on. I can't hear you again. Yeah, I can't hear you again.
Now?
Yep, I got you. How's
Perfect.
training going?
Good, man. Just getting back into the swing of things, trying to keep, I don't have anything coming up, but trying to keep everyone else ready around me.
Yep. I saw
Got to
on
stay ready.
Yeah, I feel that. I saw on Instagram you have a picture of you kneeing a dude in the ass. Like, what happened with that?
Oh, dude. Yeah, that was a crazy capture of a moment. It was, when was that? 2 years? October 2017. Against Dalton Grinstead. It was in the third round. I just threw a flying knee, and at the same time, he threw like a spinning back kick.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you haven't seen the picture, if you're watching it, go to my Instagram and look at it. I need him right in the butt, and the camera caught the moment like perfectly. It's a great picture, though. So
Yeah.
how did you do that?
But what made you choose Elevation as like your home gym?
So I trained in Illinois originally with Austin Hubbard. We're actually from the same town, and we were training locally in Sterling, and also we were traveling to Miletich. And Barb Ponchak was at Miletich, and she was really good friends with Kat Zingano. And Kat and her was like talking about like you guys should bring some people here and come train. So long story short, she came back to Miletich, talked to our trainer, kind of set up like go out there and train for a week deal. Did that. That was in 2015, and then went out there for a week, and there was it was no doubt training there. So I moved out there about a year later.
Do you feel like Elevation's the best gym in the world, or on the rise to become it?
Yeah, man. I think everyone at a high level gym is going to say that about their gym, but I believe in the process out here. I think I got some. I think I have the best training partner in the world right now. I think I have the best 135 pound, best 135-pound fighter in the world right now, in Corey Sandhagen.
Yeah, he's great. I can't believe the fight with Edgar fell through. How was he feeling about that?
Uh, I see him yesterday, but all I said to him was, "Well, I don't think you're fighting Frankie anymore." But didn't really talk a whole lot about it. There's
Yeah.
not much to say after that.
Yeah. Speaking of Elevation, I've asked Curtis and Austin this, but who do you feel like is the best wrestler there?
At Elevation,
Yep.
ah man, the best wrestler. Did Curtis say it was him?
Yeah, he said him and somebody else, Carrington Banks.
Brad, I was about to say Banks. Yeah,
Wait,
yeah, those two.
yeah. Who do you feel like is the best overall striker?
Best striker. Definitely Corey.
Corey. But your last fight ended in 27 seconds in a knockout victory. How good did that feel?
I mean, it felt great. Obviously, get in there quick, but it wasn't surprising to me. This is what I saw was going to happen. I guess it was surprising that the first punch landed and put him out, but I knew that I was going to finish him. I knew I was going to punch him in the face and put him away, and it went exactly the way I visualized it. Just I knew that I had a significant advantage standing on the feet with him, and I knew I just had to take advantage of something like a mistake he would make, and he made the mistake right away of trying to throw like a stupid kick and spinning off and capitalized on the moment, and
Was that
you
your
saw the
game plan
result.
going in?
Yeah, this is a stand. Like my base is grappling and wrestling, but out here at Elevation, I've really helped evolve my game and be well-rounded in every aspect, especially focusing on footwork and striking. And I really knew I could implement my footwork and striking in this game, in that last fight. And if you, I mean, you watch the fight, I switched stance like 4 or 5 different times. That's something I've never really done in any of my past. I used to start out as a southpaw, but now I feel very comfortable in both stances.
Yeah. We actually have a fan question from Evan Dondo. He said, "Have you ever thought about incorporating sardines into your diet?"
What are sardines?
Like,
No, I'm just kidding. No, no, that would be a troll question. But no, no, to answer his question, no. I'll
what
have to
is your
give that a shot. That's a good question, Evan.
what is like your diet like for fight camps?
So I have to be really, really, really strict, like, 6, 8 weeks out. I have to, although as far as like restrictive, I don't really restrict much other than I'd say added sugars. Like that's probably my biggest enemy as far as diet, and cutting that out of my daily life and being really conscious of like your calorie intake. Very important. But I don't restrict. I don't do vegetarian, vegan. I don't. I mean, I'd say I eat probably 70, 80% greens and meat 20%. But yeah, I don't do anything restrictive. I keep it natural, organic if I can, and just keep it disciplined, and the weight kind of just sheds off that way.
What do you walk around at?
155, 160 probably. Right now, I'm up in the 50s.
Do you have
After the fight, I had it was Thanksgiving. I went back home,
yeah.
and yeah, I gained that weight right back. It didn't take very long. It's unfair in life, man. It takes months, 2, 3 months to get that 6 pack in that body, and then two,
Yeah.
3 days to lose it. 2, 3 hours maybe.
Not one of them 2 week ab challenges that you see everywhere.
Right.
Um, so how was the move from Illinois to Colorado? Was that tough, like mentally and physically or anything?
Um. So it was kind of, you're moving to an area that you're not really familiar with anything, but Austin already was out here like for 10 months before, and I was moving into the fighter house with him and Curtis and some other guys. And so it was like hard to like, kind of use them, but I already had like a kind of a gateway in and
Yeah.
someone that already built relationship with it. But the move from Illinois to Colorado, after I lost my first fight. Neil Magny was at that fight, and he told me that this could be a crossroads. I can build off this. I can I can take my training to the next level and come out there, or I can just kind of feel sorry for myself and fade off. And I chose to come out, and yeah.
Yeah. Well, since that loss, you're on a 4 fight win streak. Do you feel like you're in title contention for LFA or about to be at least?
I think so, man. I'm not looking to stay in LFA for very long. I'd like my next fight, if it's in LFA, to be for the bantamweight title, and then maybe look towards the summer, towards the Contender Series, or if something shows up on short notice, of course that'd be ideal.
Have you had any talks with the UFC or Bellator, an organization like that?
I haven't caught any contacts with UFC, no, but I've had some random contacts in the past with Bellator, but it hasn't been like to be like a main card fighter. It's been like a short notice fill-in fight for one of their main guys that they already have signed. Kind of a fill-in fight. Like I got offered to fight Baby Slice a year and a half ago,
Oh, that's
but
perfect.
it came off after one of my injuries, and I was out for about 6 months. And my first week back of training, they contact me. Do you want to fight Baby Slice at 155 in like 2-3 weeks? I had to turn that down. Some other offers too that I've actually accepted, but I'm sure they messaged like 5 or 6 other guys, and
Yeah.
I just never heard back from them,
Yeah.
so nothing ever went through with that.
Speaking of Bellator, do you feel like one day they could possibly surpass the UFC as like the dominant organization?
Uh, I mean, it seems like they're stepping up like the competition with it, but I don't see them being like the front runner, at least not in the near future at all.
Yeah.
Definitely a strong number two though.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of, you're a bantamweight, right?
Yeah.
135. Yep. How do you feel about like Jose Aldo jumping down and then losing a fight? Well, to the judges losing a fight, but then he would get a title shot right after that. If he were like in the UFC, how would you feel?
That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it was a close fight.
Yeah.
Technically lost, but how do you give him a title shot off a loss in the division? He's never won in the division, and there's plenty of other front runners right now.
Do
Like
you feel like
that,
bantamweight's
it's
the best
just
division?
bantamweight.
Yep.
Man, they're all full of killers. You got 45, 35, and 55. I'd say all three of those are just a pool of sharks. Everything else, I mean, there's other like, not that everything else is weaker, but those three I think are the top as far as depth.
Yeah, I think Austin said that 55 is the like most like deep
Yeah,
division.
55. Yeah, 55 is, man.
Yeah.
It is.
Um, was speaking of elevation earlier, you couple of your teammates will fight soon. How do you see the Blades and Dos Santos fight playing out?
Oh, Curtis is going to take him down KO/TKO.
Yeah, I feel like that
Well, I
too.
mean, I mean that doesn't mean he's not going to like land on his feet either, but
Yeah,
that's just going to be the end result.
yeah, I feel like Curtis has like very underrated striking. I feel like he is one of top, definitely 5'10" striking in the heavyweights. I feel like,
Yeah, it's just because his wrestling is so good, and he
yeah,
knows
overshadows it.
he can use that and go to that, and that's usually what kind of gets highlighted over his striking.
Yeah, and then Neil Magny just got booked for I don't even know how to say his last name, Jingling or something. How do you feel like that fight would go down?
I have not seen any of his opponent, honestly. But
Yeah,
I know Neil's happy to be back, man. He's been talking about it. He's pumped. He stayed busy during this time off.
yeah,
So it's not like he's just, getting out of bed after months and months of layoff and heading back in. He's been ready and staying ready. So yeah,
yeah.
I'm excited to see him in there again.
Part of the year layoff for him was part of the USADA thing. Do you feel like USADA's doing a good job of cleaning up the UFC?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of speaks for itself. You see performances, how they've changed after they've been off the juice, rocket fuel, whatever you want to call it. But you know, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely helped the sport.
yeah. When would you like to return to the or cage?
I'm looking maybe in late February or March. Nothing, haven't been in any talks really with anything, but that's kind of where I'm looking at. Kind of hurt my hand a little bit in the last fight, believe it or not, even though it was so short. So I've just been letting that recover, but
Yeah.
probably around like March, February.
And you
If
said
I,
you want the strap next or a higher organization fight?
that would be ideal.
If you let's say right now you got a call, you got signed to the UFC, who would you want your first opponent to be if you got to choose?
First opponent. Hmm. First opponent in the UFC. How about that Mario Batista guy? He's pretty similar record to mine, 135 from Arizona. Corey already fought him, beat him up. I can do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, train together. He'd have the game plan for you. But well, that's all I got for you today. If you want to shout out any sponsors or anything like that, I know you got to go soon. But if you want to shout out any sponsors or anybody, you got the floor.
Man, kind of put me on the spot. Yeah, just my team and everyone that's helped support me along the way. Follow me, if you guys are watching, follow me at Wetzell MMA on Instagram or Twitter. Thanks for having me on, man.
All right, man. No problem. Have you on again someday.
All right. See you.
All right. See you, man.